It's impossible for me to pause and tend to my parts because of all my anxiety. And that's a valid objection. But when we break down what is anxiety, it's an accumulation of fears that haven't been addressed and resolved. And then we look at what the IFS model can do for us when not in that heightened state of anxiety. That's the opportunity to address one fear at a time and resolve it using the IFS model. That doesn't mean fixing it. It doesn't mean handling it. I'm afraid that that bear's going to kill me that's coming through the door right now. How do you resolve that fear? Get the hell out of there. Get away from the bear or bear spray or something. That's resolving it. Zenning yourself during meditation while a bear's coming through the door doesn't make sense. That's not going to resolve anything. Calming yourself down. You should be scared. There's a bear coming through the door. Your parts, fears, are equal to a bear coming through the door. And if we're just saying calm, 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 just calm yourself down. Let's meditate this away. Let's get plenty of rest. Let's eat right. No, there's a bear. It's going to eat you. You got to deal with it. You got to resolve it. And if you don't, even though it's an imaginary bear, from the parts perspective, that bear now, on top of that wolf that's coming through the window, on top of the ceiling that's crashing down upon you, on top of that, there's no food in the house to eat, builds up to a point of anxiety. And now we just try to manage the anxiety to the point where we lose our ability to even function. Our focus has been on practicing pausing. There's a big difference between managing your parts and tending to them. How do I get calm when I'm upset? How do I practice self-care? What's the best method for me to calm my inner world when it's activated? Okay, so the answer is yoga, meditation, get good rest, have nice connection with people and community and friendships. That's the good stuff that you do. Go get exercise, eat right, stay away from toxic situations and toxic people, all that stuff. And yet it all still falls under the category of management. The other ones that get most of the attention that fall under the category of management of our parts would be alcoholism, drug addiction, addiction to sex, Netflixing, scrolling on your phone, incessant being in other people's business, other ways to manage our parts, but they have more clear and obvious negative consequences. So it's kind of hard to recognize that all this good caretaking or management of our parts actually gets in the way of healing them if done exclusively. If I'm only doing self-care, whatever that is, meditation, but I'm not getting in deep enough with my parts to help them to heal, and by heal, I mean reintegrate into the system in a harmonious and balanced way, then I have a full-time job of trying to manage them. That's the best I can do. And it's an endless, fatiguing, exhausting job, even if I'm doing the good stuff. Meditation can be just exhausting when the reason for meditation is to try to manage the parts of me that need to calm down. And imagine you're one of those parts and you're being meditated away. You're going to resent the hell out of that. You're not going to feel seen. You're not going to seem important. You're not going to feel appreciated for what it is you're trying to do to help. And every single part is trying to help. Even as bizarre as that sounds sometimes, the part that has me thinking about suicide, let's say, for example, that part is trying to help. And at first glance, that seems bizarre. How possibly could it be true that a part that wants to kill me or wants me dead is trying to help? But when we begin to explore, then we discover why a part would do that, which is why I love the long-lasting, in fact, permanent impact that exploring and connecting with and building a trust-based relationship with the part. It changes us from the inside out to do that.